Say what you want, anything you need. Walk to the edge of the world for you, 'cause I'm all about you now. About you now. Now what you see, you've been calling me. Ain't nothing that you could do to make me walk away. I gave you love, tell you that you're a star, until you see that you are. No matter how hard it's raining, I'll make it come. I hope you feel me, even when I'm gone. Through the cold and wet weather.
He's a one-man band. He does it all, and now he's gonna show us.
Tap opportunity, gets it! Off a fantastic low pass. Uneasy shot.
Keep on holding you up. I'll do anything to break you for a day.
Look to me, ridiculous shot!
I'll be there.
Big touch. That was one of the most calculated.
Keep on holding you up.
As we're creeping up on that 3-minute mark, Crouton double tap, what a shot! Partners, we're just moments away from getting this back and set up here.
And hey, look,
Looks like we are ready
no
to
bots.
go. And we are back and underway here. 5 minutes back on the clock. We have some quick action already taking place as we're getting back and ready to go. Apologies for the little delay, but we are here and we're ready to go. As Crouton automatically some more offense going here. About 30 seconds in, scoreless, and we are fully into game 1 here in season 6 QRLS playoffs.
Absolutely, and immediately you see Astro just with that defense, or excuse me, that offensive posture that they love. They just love to choke the life and the will out of their opponents until their defense absolutely breaks down. But when you've got Reese on the other side of the field countering all that offense, you know, it's a recipe for disaster for Astro if they can't get their defense to work as well as their offense. But Crouton shuts us up immediately and lets us know that he's still got firepower enough for both teams.
These teams are just so fast. They're Bolton was up in the air on the defensive and immediately on the offensive, sending a pass before even landing on the ground. Great play there from Astro Gaming to take the lead here with 4 minutes exactly on the clock. 1-0. Crouton up in the air, puts a shot toward net. Clearing will be Crocs with Sox playing over Mimsy tonight here in game 1 at Dark Rain. Opting to let Crouton take. No, never mind. Faking out ZDL Pinky. Crouton on the back end. Looks like a little miscommunication there from the side of Astro. Not something we're necessarily used to seeing. These guys typically seem to have a hive mind out there. Bolton challenging both teammates there on Cyclones. A shot from Dark Rain. Just a bit wide, tries to finish, but Crocs with Socks, a timely save indeed.
And Cyclone's just looking a little flat-footed right now. At one point, all 3 players were either in or immediately around the net. Astro not allowing that small miscommunication to seemingly break their mojo. They've got a really good rotation going on right now, and it's making Cyclones kind of scratch their heads trying to figure out how they can get it away from their side.
Not an easy task as Pinky takes to the air, now gets a touch mid to a teammate. Up in the air is Bolton to beat out Reese. Ball floating in the midfield. Racing to it will be Crouton. Takes control, bouncing off the corner. Tries to get the bounce pass. Could not get it. Good defense to close out an offensive try there. Dark Rain sends this one downfield. Reese trying to take control, but 50s back and forth. Absolutely relentless offensive onslaught coming from Astro.
Absolutely, and it's really nice to see absolutely everybody on Astro taking turns. Dark Rain made I think that was his 3rd attempt at the net. Cyclones really looking outpaced at the moment, but with 2 minutes 20 remaining, anything can change, especially in a 1-goal game.
Oh my, what a play. Looking up here, getting the clear though will be Reese. Could have been a highlight team play there. 2 aerial passes almost leading to a double tap. Pinky with the win on a 50, something they're definitely going to need to do more of here. Down by 1, 2 minutes left on the clock. Pass upfield from Crouton. We've seen Astro do this all season long. These upfield passes are so dangerous. Expertly cleared away here by the Cyclones, who still now find themselves back on defense. Crouton trying to air dribble around. ZDL Pinky collecting. Dark Rain, though, 50ing off the wall. Tries to get the clear. Can't get it to Bolton. Captain Bolton able to get the pickup now. Trying to get a pass. Crocs with Socks clearing away. Back and forth we go. And the Cyclones cannot find a way to get it off their offensive end.
Bolton's got space. There it is. Bolton with space. Look at how much room he had for this pass. I thought he was honestly going to go for the double tap, and he may have had it, but a bump from the back lineman. I think Crocs with Socks managed to get the bump, but there was already a double commit that allowed that open net. Astro with a 2-goal lead. Still a minute 30 remaining. So Cyclones are not out of this by any means, but it seems like a completely different Cyclones from what we're used to seeing.
Yeah, Cyclones have seemed to be just playing keep away as much as they can, but Astro Gaming, they just put up a wall in the midfield, nothing able to get toward their net except for a few opportunities now as Bolton passes cross field. Rees, though, trying to intercept, gets the ball, has some boost, has some time, hits the ball off the wall, tries to get a double tap. No, good backboard defense from Dark Rain there, able to get a clear. ZDL Pinky trying to find a pass mid, unable to, sending it downfield to be Bolton. Crocs with Socks up to answer, sending it back downfield. 47 seconds ticking away. Up by 2 are the Cyclones, looking to win here in game 1 in this best-of-5 series for the playoffs. Another shot on net, cleared away by Crocs with Socks.
It is just a barrage of shots and a mistouch from now from Rees gives up what should have been an easy open net. Teams clearly flailing in the last 30 seconds. Nobody wanting to throw away what is basically a given game for Astro or a lost opportunity for Cyclones here. With 10 seconds left, it looks like it is all but over for Cyclones. Astro will be taking the first game in this best-of-5 series. And speaking of best-of-5 series, I'm gonna need you to breathe a little bit more, K1, because it's a long night we got ahead of us. We need you to pace yourself there, big guy.
Hey, we get a long off season after this. Past round 1 of the playoffs.
Yeah, I really want to see Cyclones just kind of cut loose and play, the comfortable offensive game that they've been playing. I think that they might honestly be respecting Astro a little bit too much. And if you're not familiar with Astro, that wouldn't be surprising, because you've got players like Crouton just utterly dunking the entire Astro team on their back line.
Wow. Aerial double tap, gets the flip reset off the ceiling, uses it to double tap it in. What a shot from Crouton, and he's been doing this all season long. Like you mentioned, this has come to be expected almost, as he tries to find another shot on, takes a bump in net instead. Crocs and Socks tries to find a clear, unable to, though, thanks to Captain Bolton, able to get a shot back on. Crouton passing it back. Bolton now sending it back up. They're just passing it back and forth.
What a
Dark
demo,
Rain
what a
tries to get
shot!
in and gets it in! Dark Rain getting in on the action.
Check out this demo on the back line by the Captain Bolton. The pop was immaculate. The demo was undeniable, and the finish from Dark Rain, that is a clip and a half.
Back-to-back clips here in the first 2 goals from Astro Gaming. And, you were hoping that they might lose a little momentum after that first game. Doesn't look like they've lost a beat at all. Now back on top again. Before it took a little bit to get up to 2. Now immediately do it within the first minute of the game.
Yeah, and Astro's going to want to be careful that they don't let that performance get to their heads. A couple of missed touches and misreads could have opened it up for Cyclones, but you can just tell that Cyclones' entire mentality seems to have gone out the window. As soon as you get a couple of big highlight plays like that, your posture just changes, and again, you start respecting the other team a little bit too much, and it has negative effects on your offense. And for somebody that might not be too familiar with the terminology, showing respect in Rocket League has nothing to do with actual respect. It's just you're giving them too much space. And Pinky finally, stops showing the defensive line of Astro respect and just goes for a beautiful read off of a beautiful pass from Crocs with Socks. Great job there from Cyclones.
Yeah, that's what you loved from ZDL Pinky. He's so quick to shots like that, able to pull that one in. And Masa, as you were talking, you reminded me, Astro Gaming kind of reminds me a little bit of Mike Tyson back in his heyday. They always talk about, everybody has a game plan. Mike Tyson mentioned this. Everybody's got a game plan until they get hit. And I think that's what Astro brings to the field. You've got a game plan for how you want to beat these guys until Crouton does something like that, or Bolton does something the way he does. And suddenly it's like, dude, how do we even play against these guys? Just big hitters at all times. And it's just so exhilarating, electrifying even, to see as we get Crouton with another read, touch, and goal.
Yeah, and if you saw the entire windup to that play, it was just Dark Rain with ball possession in the middle of the field and nobody challenging it. So it allowed Astro to just creep up and put more pressure on the Cyclones' backline, which is the last thing you can do with a team like Astro.
No doubt about it, as we have a double to commit here. Shot going on net. ZDL Pinky lost connection. Oh my, you hate to see that. Reese, though, seems to be able to take advantage of this. And with a man down, I'm hoping ZDL Pinky can get back in. That's very unfortunate.
Yeah, if he, generally we don't allow 3v2s, but if it happens mid-match and the player is in fact allowed to quickly load back in, hopefully it wasn't a full crash, and he's just able to, speak of the devil, and he shall appear. And unfortunately, the Captain Pinky arrives just in time to see his team go down 4-2.
That's just, you hate to see that. Little flip reset, wave dash
With a
gets
wave
it in
dash
there.
shot, wow.
And wow, an incredible shot, but a 2v3. I mean, yeah, that's just very difficult to see. You hate to see that.
Yeah, it feels bad, but unfortunately, the Psionics gods work in mysterious ways, and they just they didn't want Pinky on the field for that little bit of time. And Cyclones paid the price. Reese, however, will immediately recoup the losses with a wonderful midfield lobby off that clear from Crouton.
Yeah, this has almost become a signature shot now. I feel like you see this all the time coming off the nose of Slurpee Snail or Billy Bob. Every time I see somebody pop a goal like that, that's all I can think of. Great shot, great positioning from Reese there. As Bolton now able to get a big save here, tries to get another touch, unable to. Reese puts one off the backboard, just a bit wide. I know he wants that one back.
Yeah, it was so fast. Like the power that he put on that, nobody actually had time to get up for it. So if he just put it on target, we'd be tied up right now. It is an incredibly underrated shot to just put the ball in the midfield and just sling it towards the net. 8 times out of 10, it'll probably go in for you.
Definitely. As Dark Rain gets a big 50 in the back line, sending it downfield. ZDL Pinky trying to get the redirect, gets it, puts it in, ties up the game. Welcome back, Pinky.
What an absolute clanger of a shot. This was an easy save for Bolton without that touch from the captain. Leaves the match, comes back better. That's ZDL Pinky for you.
4-4, 1:31 on the clock now. Crouton has a little bit of time. Takes it off the wall, has a lot of boost, is using it, gets the one touch, gets the two, gets the goal. Crouton takes the lead.
Crouton unwilling to let Astro go down in a game where they were up. A player does it all himself. He has clearly been hitting the gym because he put the entire squad on his back, and Cyclones in the ground with that play. A minute 24 remaining. Can Cyclones tie the series up?
A much higher scoring game than we saw the match prior. 5-4, 116 here in game 2 as Reese blasts one on net. Unable to get the goal though. Crocs Socks, keeping it here on field. Bolton has some time, dribbles, tries to get it past the defense, unable to. Crouton takes to the sky, can't get the touch though. Reese now has Dark Rain on a 1v1. Dark Rain, great posture, able to get that one cleared now. Tries to find a pass. He's been so dangerous here in the corner. Can he do it again?
Amazing patience there from Dark Rain. 1v1 against one of the best 1v1 players we've got in the league, and just he's ice cold on the back line. This is why this Astro squad is just so dangerous. They've got players of all skills and all calibers on every side of the field. Crouton on the back line clears it towards ZDL Pinky, who tries to center it for another Reed's power shot on net. Time running out for Cyclones here. Are they going to be able to turn it around? No. Crouton trying to take control of it. Pops it back for Dark Rain. Going for the corner read. But now Cyclones on the back foot. They're running out of time. They have to make use of this final offensive push.
10 seconds left. Reeves with the ball. This is the man you want to do it. Tries to get the double tap blocked away from Crouton. One last shot on net. No.
Oh, and the bounce is up.
It away. The clock hits 0, but the ball has to hit the ground. Still has not. And Bolton lets it die. 5 minutes on the clock. This could be the last game of season 6 for Cyclones. They could go down in a sweep after dominating all season long. They do not want to see it happen, but they need to right the ship here in this matchup against Astro Gaming to prevent that. 0-0, 43 ticking away. ZDO Pinky tries to play it slow. Crouton has other ideas. Sends this one downfield. Tries to get a touchdown. Uncharacteristic miss from him allows ZDO Pinky to find a clear. Dark Rain says no. Sending it back from whence it came. Crouton off the backboard. Reeves flipping. Trying to get this one cleared. Still no goal, but Astro Gaming seeming, again, relentless.
And a great clear there from Crocs. Just sucks. You saw him just biding his time in the Cyclones net so long until he saw his opening. I was about to criticize them for not pressuring enough, but that was a wonderful clear. Now Crouton trying to absolutely style on Cyclones. Just put the absolute final nail in that coffin. Bolton again trying to center it for Dark Rain. Can Cyclones get out of this position? They are in absolute peril right now.
I mean, you're watching the camera here, right? It looks like we're on a merry-go-round of just like turn after turn in the corner with possession, trying to find a clear.
No way.
And they just can't find to as a 50 goes toward net. And Bolton able to finally ice a goal and take the lead. That was about a minute and a half of just nothing but pressure from Astro.
Crouton gets the flip reset, skips it off ZDO Pinky off the back wall, just clangs back too far for Crocs and Reeves to actually make the clear, and now Astro again in the lead. We have yet to see Cyclones with a single lead on this night, and they are 3 minutes away from their season being over.
Yeah, and we have a nickname coming up in chat that I like a lot, Crew God. As Reeves able to put this one in, tying it up. Fantastic play here from ZDL Pinky. Looks to have actually caught Astro off guard there to finally find themselves a goal here, tying it back up.
Yeah, I think Godton rolls off the tongue better than Crute God, but yeah, I mean Reeves has
Godton too.
but I think Reeves has some words to say about that. Hopefully the rest of Cyclones can join him in some offensive posturing. They have managed to tie this up, make a game out of this, but with Dark Rain in the air, it's just a sight nobody wants to see, and Pinky is motionless on the field. That is a worrisome sign for Cyclones as another ball drifts dangerously towards their net. Now Crouton trying to take control. It has some room. Crocs or Socks trying to pressure on the side, and again Pinky motionless in their corner.
Yeah, it looks like Pinky is fully disconnected almost here. Is Bolton able to take advantage? Swarming the 2v3. Pinky again losing connection. And this is just a heartbreaking game for Cyclones right now. You really do hate to see it being, the internet connection being a reason to lose.
Yeah, and it's you gotta wonder if the right call was made playing Pinky in this third game as opposed to bringing in Mimsy with 2 games straight of connection issues. Like you said, truly an unfortunate way to see this series go. I don't know that the outcome would have been different. Seeing Astro the way that they're playing right now, they're absolute world beaters. But certainly you gotta think that it's gotta be demoralizing the Cyclone squad to see their captain not on the field.
No doubt. 2-1, and it looks like it's coming down to about a minute 40 left. Still time to come back, but I know they're desperately needing Pinky to come back as Crouton looks like he's in free play right now. Does it again. Look at this.
And I don't know if you could have put all 4 players of Cyclones on the field if they would have stopped that. One of the cleanest off-the-ceiling reset calls I've seen in a long time. The Godton is in full effect.
Godton. Up in the air will be Dark Rain, gets a big block there. 1:30 left on the clock. Down by 2 are the Cyclones. Internet connection issues plaguing Captain ZDL Pinky all night long. Tries to find a shot on, unable to. Rees now retreating back, receives from Bolton, sending it up in the air toward Captain Pinky. Tries to find an angle, puts it toward net, blocked away by Crouton. He's everywhere, Masa.
Everywhere and anywhere that the ball goes, Crouton will be there. Now bumping on the back line to open up the shot for Bolton. Absolutely clatters the crossbar there. Just wasting precious seconds for Cyclones. They have maybe at max 3 more possessions before this game is over, and they need to convert, and they need to convert now.
Yeah, you know, it's a best of 5. We're used to seeing 3 games, but nobody wants to see just 3 games when you get a best of 5. Crouton now putting this one on net. Reese sending it 30 seconds left now, needing a score soon. Tries to find the nice cheeky touch, gonna get it. Crocs with Socks will now take to the air. Has some time, has some boots, gets the touch. Crouton, though, waiting on the backboard for a clear. Gets it. 19 seconds left in Cyclone season. Looks to be all but over.
Crouton has to have just a crystal ball that he's playing with, because he just knows what Cyclones is going to do before they even know. He's 10 steps ahead, and he's another goal up, 4-1 with a second remaining. This is just utterly, it's just gross. That's gross.
What a dominant performance from Godton, Croot Goat we're seeing. Annihilation in the chat. I couldn't have said it any better here. The ball will hit the ground, and Astro will step into the second